Okay, we're at Amsterdam University College today with my dear colleague Kasia Malarek. I'm super happy to be here and meet you again. We worked with Kasia at admissions at the University of Liverpool. Kasia was actually my manager, and since then I've been in admissions in Rotterdam, The Hague, and academic advising, and Kasia has had extensive experience in admissions, program management, right?
Yes.
And also lecturing.
Yes, I'm lecturing at the
And
moment.
all in
Yes.
Amsterdam.
Yes, all in Amsterdam. Thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you for having me.
I know it's also a busy period because you're now making offers for for early bird or late applications.
So at Amsterdam University College, we work with three main application rounds.
Yeah.
So we have the early bird period, then we have the regular candidates and the late application round. We've already sent the offers for the early birds in the first week of February. We are now reviewing the regular application pool, and we hope to inform them about their decision in the first week of April. And our application is now open for the late candidates, for candidates coming from the European region. This is due to the immigration deadlines. And the deadline for the late applicants is set for the 1st of May, and they will hear their decision in the first week of June.
But this is not for non-European citizens?
No, unfortunately not.
All right. Amsterdam University College is actually a unique concept. It's a college, it's a university, but it's a joint initiative from two universities. Tell us about it.
Yes, absolutely. So our program is offered by the University of Amsterdam and the Vrije Universiteit. So our students who graduate, they receive their degree certificate signed by both universities. They also have access to the facilities of both universities. They are treated as students of both the University of Amsterdam and the Vrije Universiteit. Within their study program at AUC, they can also choose courses offered by the University of Amsterdam and Vrije Universiteit.
What do you think, as admissions officer, sets AUC apart from other Dutch universities and in general universities in Europe in terms of academics and overall experience for students?
So first of all, we are a small-scale institution. Our classes are no larger than 25 students. So the whole idea of learning is based on the collaboration not only with the lecturers but also with peers. There is one-on-one connection with the teachers. The teachers know you. You are not anonymous, and you have the possibility to teach by collaboration. We are a residential college, which means that our students not only study together, but they also live together on campus.
Which is very rare for the Netherlands.
Yes, absolutely, especially taking into consideration the current housing crisis. We do offer housing for the full 3 years of education. It's actually a requirement. So if you get an offer to AUC, it comes together with the requirements to actually live on campus as well. The campus is located across the street from our institute, so it's very convenient for our students. We are selective, which is actually quite unusual in the Dutch landscape, as the higher education in the Netherlands is typically non-selective. So what we ask, we of course look at the academic performance, we look at the grades, but we also take into consideration our candidates' motivation, so why they have chosen our institution, why they have chosen Amsterdam University College, why they are interested in applying to liberal arts and sciences program, and why a standard monodisciplinary program wouldn't be a better fit. Together with the motivational statement, we ask the students to prepare a study plan. So it's an example of the course that they want to follow in the first 2 years of their study at AUC. This is related to the fact that we offer a lot of freedom in creating your own curriculum.
Share more information about the type of applicant you're actually looking for, if that's not a secret. AUC has a unique approach to liberal arts, as I know, and sciences. And how does this interdisciplinary curriculum actually affect the type of applicants that you're looking for?
Definitely. So we are looking for candidates that have broad interest, that are not only interested in one particular subject, but they're interested in looking at issues through the interdisciplinary lens. So it's important that when the candidate presents themselves in the application form, that they really show us that they have that interdisciplinary interest.
Okay, thank you. We discussed that you have a campus life. I know that many students, they don't like studying in the Netherlands because of this issue that they have to rent a flat, to look for roommates, etc. It's a big chaos. And I think this is a strong advantage that you have. And apart from that, you offer this housing to students. How does the campus environment support students who may be far from home? And are there any specific programs or services that are aimed at international students specifically?
Yes. So I've mentioned already that our students work with their personalized academic advisors, tutors who guide them in their mostly academic, but also sometimes non-academic matters. But we do put a lot of emphasis on creating community of students who live and study together. And that creation, or the invitation to join the community, starts with the intro week. So when the new cohort of students arrive at the AUC, within the intro week, we create shared activities to make sure that they have a chance to get to know one another. At AUC also, we have over 35 different student associations with different interests that the new students are introduced to. So during the intro week, normally those student associations introduce themselves to the new students. There is also a possibility for the new students to try different activities without actually being a member. So we put a lot of emphasis on that. And also within the program, because of the small classes, we offer a lot of joint activities and group projects where students can meet one another and work with one another.
So the cost for the housing, this campus housing, is separate from the tuition fee?
Yeah, that is correct. True? Yes. So the cost of housing comes on top of the tuition fee. The housing is offered by a third party that is called DUO. It's a student housing association, so not directly by AUC, but the students sign a contract with DUO. The prices depend on the type of room that the students rent. So you have a choice. We offer single rooms. We offer double rooms. There are also shared rooms, and the prices are very competitive. I have to say, but it would depend on the type of room. So if we
compare with private housing and renting, then of course
no, it's very competitive.
Okay.
It's very competitive. Yes, I would even say it quite attractive.
Yeah, that's very good. I have a couple of questions that come directly from the students I've been working with about generally applying to Dutch universities, but also specifically to Amsterdam University College. What do you think are the common mistakes that you see in application that you would say, oh, I wish this applicant knew that this is so obvious? Yeah,
so the first thing that immediately comes to mind is the motivational statement. So sometimes we see motivational statements that are copy and paste. So you can see that the applicant used the same motivational statement to apply to different institutions. Sometimes
and this is not acceptable.
It's always more attractive, and I think it really works in the best advantage of the candidate to write the personalized statement and really focus on why have you chosen to come specifically to our institute.
You can always see when you copy and paste. That's
yes,
true.
especially when sometimes applicants forget to change the name of the institutions. Yes, so that happens. That happens a lot.
We have seen it a lot.
Yeah, and the motivational statements that are generated by ChatGPT. You can see that as well.
Difficult to
it
recognize.
is, but there are certain type of words that indicate that the motivational statement has been generated by ChatGPT, and although we cannot prove it, we have our own suspicions. Yes.
All right. What is your advice then? How to actually craft a good, strong motivational statement? Give us some tips that students.
Well, it doesn't have to be perfect. So that's the first step. Actually, imperfect motivational statement really play in candidates' advantage because they are authentic, and that authenticity really really sets the application aside.
So you don't need get your professor proofread your
absolutely
friend proofread,
not. We want to get to know the candidate. We want to get to know their interest, why they come to AUC, what they bring to the table. So not only what AUC will bring to the table for them, but also what they will bring to the table.
But are there requirements for the structure, for things that they have to mention and they do not have to mention?
Well, so we do have specific instructions and specific prompts how the application should be filled in and what is expected, and as long as the candidate really follows the instructions that are available on the website, they cannot go wrong.
Okay. Yeah, that's very good. Thank you. So apart from that, they also need to submit a study plan that you mentioned, and also a resume, a CV.
No, we don't. We don't look at the CV. The whole history of their educational history is included in the application form, where they actually mentioned their study history. The admissions decision is always made primarily on the basis of the secondary education. So even if a candidate might have completed their undergraduate studies or started their undergraduate studies, we primarily look at the secondary education, and then in addition to everything else that has been done on top.
Tell us if you have a policy in terms of the groups of students that come from different secondary schools, from IB, non-IB, and also from countries. Do you have certain policies?
No, so we do not really have any policy in terms of how many candidates we can, or how many students we can admit from certain educational system. The most important part is always the merit of the application, and that determines whether the candidate receives an offer or not.
So the opportunities are equal for
absolutely
everyone.
Yes,
that's the most important. All right. Do you have any other tips, any other secrets you want to share with students that you think would be an advantage for them when applying to your university?
Yes, absolutely. So first and foremost, when you start working on the application, please double, triple check if everything that you want to have included is indeed included. And the second thing, please ask questions. If you stumble upon something, if you get stuck, if you need help, we offer a really personalized assistance. We are available every Tuesday and every Wednesday for personalized conversations with candidates.
You mean the admissions office?
Yes, yes, absolutely, yes. So on Tuesday we offer a Zoom meeting with the admissions officer where candidates can come in. This is a one-to-one Zoom meeting where we can discuss individual questions, individual cases. And on Wednesday we offer a telephone hour where candidates can actually call in and ask their questions.
How do they book it? Do you have it on your website?
You don't have to book it. Yes, you can just go to our website, click on the link and join.
I will share the link under this video, and they also have a broad and really specific detailed guidelines that I was reading yesterday on the admissions requirements for math, English, and everything. So this is worth reading. So also please check the link in the video. Kasia will also share some links that might be useful. I will place them so that students can have everything in one place.
Absolutely.
And then the application does not go through StudyLink, that is normally, it goes through your own system.
Yes, so we are using our own system, which is called Embark. The application or registration in StudyLink is also needed at a certain stage, but for the selection purposes, we have our own system, and we actually advise our candidates not to start their enrollment in StudyLink until they are selected for an offer, and then we contact them and we guide them through the enrollment in StudyLink at a later stage.
Yeah, thank you. Did you have cases when the students received an offer but the visa was rejected?
We try to be as flexible as possible in waiting for the student and trying to speed the procedures. But at some point, we've had instances in the past where the visa really didn't arrive on time and the student couldn't come to study at AUC. And in majority cases, it would be straightforward, and the deadlines that the University of Amsterdam has really give the applicants enough time to go through all the steps. But again, as you said, this is an individual thing, and sometimes it really depends on the individual immigration office in a specific country, and then you cannot really influence that.
Thank you. I will now ask you a couple of questions that also come from students, most of them, and then you just say okay or not okay.
Yeah.
This is an interactive way just to see what is the perspective from admissions officer. So, is it okay writing one motivational statement and sending it to different universities with only a change of name of university?
No, not okay.
Working part-time during studies?
Absolutely. A lot of our students actually do combine studying at AUC and working to support their education. Yeah.
Applying to AUC without having extracurricular experience while your academic performance is good?
That is absolutely acceptable, and we do encourage that.
Reaching out to admissions for advice or question before applying?
Yes,
multiple
please,
times.
Always, yes. Whenever you're in doubt, even if you have a lot of questions and you think that you will take a lot of time, the time is for you. So please take advantage.
That's great. Applying for multiple scholarships simultaneously at AUC and seeing what works?
Yeah, absolutely.
Skipping a lecture if I'm just really feeling the Amsterdam coffee shop vibe?
Very individual thing. I want to mention that AUC has an attendance policy, but it's quite generous. So if you feel that you have your studies under control and you just feel like having a day off, absolutely,
sometimes
yes.
It's okay because it's Amsterdam, right?
Absolutely.
Just come and study here. It would be super nice.
And especially when there is a nice weather, you have to take advantage.
Exactly. Thank you, Kasia. It was super nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.